Hey, today's video, we got the Blue Yeti microphone featured from the ASMR channel itself. Welcome. It is a cloudy day today, which are my favorite days ever. I am starting to revamp this channel. The content that I'm making is gonna be a little bit different, and I just hope that you guys are ready for this ride because I don't even know what to expect yet. I keep having these repetitive triggers that come up, and I feel like it's just aiding me in my self-discovery type of process. So I can't hate on the fact that I have to still be triggered, because I think triggering is a really important topic to talk about, and I'll probably make a video at some point just talking about triggers itself, how you identify them, and I'm still struggling with how to clear them and how to heal them. Today, I get a text from a family member, and it is a family member that would have been at or is going to this family Thanksgiving that my mom's side of the family is invited to, aka my brother and I. And I just wanted to make this video telling you guys how much I dislike the holidays. And I know that that's a trigger for me. Holidays, seasons, families, gathering. And I never understood why I don't like them so much, why they bother me so much. And I feel like it's very rare to feel this way, or it feels rare. I know there's you people out here, and just people in general, that go through stuff during holidays, or I don't know. You know how people say whenever you get together on the holidays, some people clash and there's just family feud type stuff that goes on, or the vibe is a little off because you don't see them in a long time, or whatever. Everyone has a different situation and different expectations surrounding the holiday season. But for me, it just reminds me of what I don't have. And that sounds bad because it's all about being grateful and being thankful and, oh, our family's here, no matter what. But I think this is the season whenever people welcome toxicity into their life because they're family, and you're not going to keep your boundaries up, and you're not going to keep yourself safe and good. I think the COVID stuff is sketchy. I think large gatherings aren't cute. If I'm in public with people, there's always masks on. If I'm in class with 8 people, there's always masks on. So the fact that there's 10 plus people who are about to be at this family Thanksgiving, and we're all just supposed to trust each other and take your temperatures and listen to your symptoms, it's freaking me out. I don't want to even go near that, but I feel like I don't want to have to keep explaining myself. That's something that keeps coming up in my life, is I feel like some people just don't get me, and then I either choose to explain myself and help them or try to help them understand. That's the key word, try to help them understand where I'm coming from. But you may not always be in alignment with your family members, so then there's going to be this weird thing of do I tell them my full truth and tell them what I'm really going through? That, hey guys, this person that texted me, the reason why I'm not going to Thanksgiving is this. And that takes balls. That takes big balls to do something like that, to stand up to a family member. It feels weird. It feels like I shouldn't be doing that, but I just have to tell my truth why I don't want to go. Let's take a moment of silence, because I want to come up with my genuine, true, authentic, from the heart answer of why holidays trigger me, why they bother me, why I don't like them. It reminds me of everyone, no one's really being themselves. It's everyone's kind of putting up this little front of how you act around family instead of just being authentic, and that bothers me. So I don't like to be a part of it. I don't like to contribute my energy to that type of environment. So we have a whole table going around and everyone's acting good and thankful, and we're all together and yay and happy, but everyone is still going through stuff. Everyone is still individually their own people. Some people just don't show up as themselves fully, and they don't show up honestly, and they put on a front, and I can't front my energy. If I'm going through something, I just need to tell you, oh, had a crap day, just dealing with some self-worth issues, or dealing with anxiety, dealing with my dad acting up, being a dumbass that he is, and having more true colors being revealed, like, oh, what's his manipulative ass up to today? Like, it's exhausting. So to have to come into a family setting and just try to like cover that up and act like it's all good without having to unpack, because this is the thing. It's like you go to the gathering, you bring your backpack. It's full of baggage. You're going through the stuff, right? And even good stuff too. Like you're growing, you're trying to evolve, you're doing all this stuff to help yourself, but you still got that heavy bag with you. And if you don't start handing out pieces of what's actually going on with you, people are going to pry and pick, and they're going to try to understand because you're family, and like they think that they're owed explanations rather than just like respecting someone's space. And that's why it triggers me. I think there's an even deeper rooted thing that I'm trying to think of. Like I remember years ago, y'all, I'm out here like cute. Years ago, I would cry. Like I distinctly remember some Christmas, and it was like untraditional or something like that. Like we didn't see any family and it was just my family or something like that. And I was eating pizza and I was like bawling my eyes out. And I was sad because I feel like everyone brags, back in the day at least, like I'm trying to even think of what grade this was, like high school, middle school, people would post their little pile of Christmas gifts or what they got. Like, oh, the new iPhone, the new MacBook, like look at my expensive clothes, look at my all this stuff, or a puppy or whatever. And I feel like I just wasn't having that same experience of like receiving to that level. And then I think of other families though, like I don't care all that much. Like I almost feel guilty for getting gifts. Like I don't need anything. Like we don't need to like buy a bunch of Christmas gifts for each other. It's like just keep living your life and like just buy yourself some of these things or whatever, you know, just live. Like don't even think about that part, because there's people on the street who don't have food and they're like lining up at food bank, community service type places to get a warm meal on Christmas, and they're by themselves and they've been through trouble and hardship, or maybe they were dealing with addiction problems and substance abuse and toxic traits, like, or in jail. Like everyone, I think of like the underdog community of people. I think of the people who were wronged, people who like deal with mental health stuff and didn't get the proper help, or just the help wasn't working for them, or suicidal thoughts, like anything like that. Like I am more in the heart space of those people. So whenever these like joyous, jolly Christmas family vibes come knocking on the door, I'm almost like protective of this side of myself and of other people. Like if they only knew, you know what I mean? It also makes me think of like the life that I want to have. Like I want to be in a loving, committed relationship that's very fulfilling, that helps us both continue to grow. We empower each other, we support each other, we're there for each other through the ups and downs. And we also have that good, like divine love, like that amazing, like out of this world connection and chemistry that you never have with anyone else. Like I want that. I want to have my holidays spent with that person that I love. But since I don't have that person every single year of my life, I always think of like relationships around the holidays, how nice it would be. How nice it would be to just snuggle with your person whenever it's cold outside and just enjoy these nice, misty, cloudy days together. And like, I would prefer to spend every day of my life like that for the most part. And then also like my light work, mission work, whatever you want to call it, these job ideas that I have, these companies I want to create, these things, that is me living my truth. That is my heart. But since my real world doesn't look like that, it's not in alignment, it doesn't match. So I have a hard time having faith that it's actually going to turn around and it's going to come into, like, I'm going to come into my own being and I'm going to have all of these things. I'm going to succeed in them. I'm going to create and birth and grow systems that help people, structures, foundations. Like that is where my heart is. So just, I can't do holidays because of the way most people view them, the way most people are about holidays. Like they're so excited, it's Christmas, yay! It's Thanksgiving, oh I love Thanksgiving, and like buying a welcome mat with like a pumpkin on it or a turkey, or just decorating the apartment, like this joy. Like I don't do that in my personal life, and It's honestly just another day to me, because if you truly think about it, you rip away the rest, the outside. The bones are that it's just another day. 365. It's 1 out of 365. And we should be treating each other great every day. We should be nice to each other every day. We should be understanding and welcoming and open arms every day, not just on holidays and not just on these like occasions that people create products for, you know? That's my whole rant on the holidays. The text from my family member. I'm just so tired of having to explain myself. Like everything that I just explained to you. Who wants to sit down and hear about that at the dinner table? No, that's not appropriate, because that just goes against the whole structure of the whole point of holidays. Like, you're not supposed to bring your baggage to the table and air it out for everybody, and you're not supposed to like go against the grain on holidays. Like, that just doesn't really work out very well. And that's why I'm getting this text from my family member. It's like, people can't accept that I just don't want to be a part of it. I feel guilted into explaining myself, and I feel guilted into like respond. And how should I respond? Like, I feel like I'm constantly thinking of like how it will come across or what the impact is going to be, because like I truly don't give a crap if he disagrees with me. I'm still gonna do me, you know what I'm saying? So like, why waste my energy? Why waste my breath even explaining myself if I know that this person is gonna have a rigid view on family and a rigid view on that I should be valuing it, that it doesn't matter if you're going through something, you need to be comforted by family, you need to come here, we're here for you, like we love you. But that is not gonna do anything for me. I do so much better by myself than I ever could with a loving family member, because the way that I receive love is not traditional. It's weird. It's like a mother's love. Like whenever my mom wants to hug me and comfort me, I don't feel at home, safe, comforted, like yay. Like it's kind. Like I'm receiving her kindness. I feel that she's being kind, but that's not how I prefer love. I view it more with like a partner. And like that's how I view love. I see God's love and the universe's love in everything every day. The way nature looks, the way like you have a nice interaction with a stranger in public, or you witness something that is sweet or like positive. I live for that stuff. No one wants to be told, oh, your love isn't gonna help me, so I just don't even want to be around you. No one wants to hear that. And my mom, of course, probably didn't want to hear that, but my whole life, I just feel like I kept rejecting her and rejecting like her love and her comfort and like all this stuff, because I know that I have deeper stuff within that I battle within myself that no person can take away from me except for me. So like I have to be by myself to like sort through it. I can't project on other people. I can't let that, I don't want to go to Thanksgiving and talk about all this. So that's why I am by myself in my apartment for Thanksgiving this upcoming week. And I'm okay with it. I'm completely okay with it. And with the pandemic on top of that, it's just like the perfect thing. Like, great excuse, right? But I still feel like I have to explain myself to people. So that is just part of why I think family is like not it in this sense for holidays, because everyone's view of family looks differently. And I know some people have way worse situations than me. Everyone's always going to say that to you. Oh, well, someone has it worse than you. But that's like invalidating your experience, and that's invalidating you. So like you need to listen to yourself. You can't seek external crap. I've been learning that time and time again. So if that means just being isolated, then that's what you got to do, girl or dude. And it's okay. You'll learn to embrace it. You'll learn to love that part of yourself. You will learn to accept that part of yourself. It's okay to be like that. I'm tired of feeling guilted or shamed or whatever the reasons are into like going along with other people's crap that they're saying. Like I obviously have a problem with people misunderstanding me. And that's why I do these videos, and that's why I talk so much and like I ramble on about so much. Like I'm trying to help people understand me. I don't know why that matters to me, but I think it's kind of like my extending my arm and extending my love to the people who also feel that way. They could have support around them, but if you don't feel supported and loved within yourself, or you feel like you're not receiving it in the way that you want, you are super validated. Like, that is my purpose here. I love you, I understand you, and I get it. I get that you might hate holidays too for the same reasons or different reasons. Or just being around family dynamics or witnessing family dynamics makes you upset because you don't have a certain type that you want. Your reality is trash in your eyes. So it is then. Like, you don't need anyone to try to make you view that differently. Like, that's your truth. However you view a situation, your perspective is your truth. So I just wish people would be more respectful of my like space and my choice to be by myself for the holidays. And I just wanted to tell you guys all of this stuff because it's something I'm going through. Like, I feel like I'm putting heavier emphasis on it by making a video of it, and that wasn't my intention. But it's just something that I wanted to run by people to let you know that it's okay if you like don't like holidays either, and that don't let all the happy, joyous, Christmas cheery folk and Christmas tree up in the beginning of November, girl, like, yes. This is the only lights that I ever have in my apartment and a lamp, and I'm cool with it. It's nice. I don't need all the extra pizzazz. I think it's wasteful. It's a waste of money. But if it brings you joy and it makes you super happy, then do it too. I'm not judging that either. I'm just saying, not everyone's like you, and it's okay. So yeah, that is it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this rambly ass video, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.
Can I give you more? Can I give you more, child? Can I give you more? I will give you everything, my child. Just waiting for the timing. Oh, now